Before starting, let's review what I will be using in this video. Other than the Epson Pretreat liquid, which I'm going to shorten to Pretreat from now on, all other items are commercially available from other sources. First up is the Epson Pretreat. This comes in a 20-liter box with a spigot for easy dispensing. The box holds the Pretreat in a flexible pouch so that it's not exposed to air while waiting for use. The Pretreat always needs to be diluted with filtered water. The recommended ratio is 1:1 or equal parts water and Pretreat. This 1:1 ratio offers the best combination of print quality and durability for dark garments. For pretreating lighter colors, increasing the ratio to 2 parts water to 1 part Pretreat, or 2:1, can help reduce staining at the expense of some color density and saturation. For this video, where I will be pretreating a black t-shirt, I will make the 1:1 mix in a simple plastic liter bottle. Any typical paint tray will do for getting Pretreat to the roller. The first roller will be used for applying the Pretreat to the garment, the second for checking application amount and flattening fibers, while the brush is to do final finishing of the garment surface. I use a cutting board as a hard surface I can sleeve the shirt on, and before we start pretreating the shirt, it needs to be lint rolled. With the Pretreat made at 1:1, I just need to make sure it is well mixed and we are ready to go. When applying Pretreat, it is best to sleeve the garment so fluid application is just to the side needing it. A polypropylene cutting board works well for this, and to aid the process I've made a little do-it-yourself holder I can clamp to a table. The first thing to do is lint roll the garment. A fresh lint roller sheet is far too tacky and will not only remove lint but also pull up fibers, which is not good. The fix is simple. To remove some of the initial tack, just run the lint roller across a waste garment first. Once a lighter tack level is achieved, lint roll the tee in the direction of print head travel, which usually will mean shoulder to shoulder. Now, using the first roller, apply the Pretreat fluid. It is better to apply too little and go back for more than to try to remove excess from the tee afterwards. Make sure the target area is saturated. The rolled area of the garment should appear uniformly wet. Again, finish with rolling strokes that go from shoulder to shoulder. Now for the little hard roller. This roller will smooth out any residual Pretreat and help flatten stray fibers. Again, roll in a shoulder-to-shoulder direction. Here's an example of too heavy an application. If the hard roller is moving fluid around, that is a clear indication the shirt is soaked and too much has been applied. The last step is to brush the surface of the garment with the white china bristle brush. This process will help smooth the finish, bringing the Pretreat fluid to the surface of the garment, like a spray application, which is where we want it. I prefer to allow newly pretreated tees to hang dry until the majority of water has evaporated off. This will greatly reduce any staining or boxing effect. The time it takes depends on the relative humidity in the environment, but typically 3 to 4 hours seems to work well. I always heat press for 10 to 15 seconds before printing, as it's critical that the garment be completely dry. With the pretreated tee loaded on the platen, let's send a white and color print. Please note, I've sped up this section to reduce the overall time of the video. The first pass will be white. My Pretreat goal is to get a good consistent white from a single pass. For an unsurpassed white density, use a level 3 setting, which will double strike white ink on the garment. With the garment printed, it's time to get it over to the heat press. You'll want to move the garment with care as the ink is not set at this point, and you don't want to let anything rub or brush up against the printed surface. I'm going to place a silicone sheet between the tee and the heat press to protect the print surface. To ensure the sheet drops squarely and without movement, I crease the top edge to 90 degrees. A garment printed with both white and colored inks needs to be pressed at 60 psi, 6 on this device's LCD, for 75 seconds at 338 degrees Fahrenheit. When done, I'm going to remove pressure, and a little trick for ensuring the ink is properly cured is to just use a simple blow between the sheet and the shirt. If cured, the silicone sheet will release easily. If it sticks, more heat, pressure, and time is required. With the tee pressed, let's move it back over to the platen for some closer inspection. All looks great. I have a nice consistent white, and as I zoom in, there are no fiber or lint artifacts, and everything looks really clean. Just fabric and vibrant Epson Ultrachrome DG inks. Some say pretreatment is an art form, when it's really all about implementing a sound and repeatable process. Now that you've taken the time to learn one by watching this video, go make some amazing shirts on your Epson SureColor F2000.